Well, here we are. This is Cousin Noah, and we're about to do the Colorado Trail, so let's go. Here we are at the last chance fountain. It's Noah and my last chance to drink water. There's no water on the trail.
I know how to do it.
All right, here we go. Is this all it is? Just a road?
Can we skip ahead?
Yeah, I don't want to do this. Let's skip. All right, here we are. Gonna start the Colorado Trail for real now.
Ready to start. Colorado Trail.
Are we ready, Noah?
Let's do it.
Noah had heard that the first 5 segments of the trail weren't that exciting, so he decided that we should skip ahead and start at segment 6. We're 1.8 miles in. How you doing, Noah?
Feel good.
Surviving or thriving?
That's right. Well, what's in between?
But having our first break, we deserve it. We've only done 1.8 miles. First, good looks at what's ahead.
Closer and closer to the mountains, or our death. Whee! Who can say?
Noah's first kill. This will be dinner.
There's that much people.
Yeah. And here's a nice water source. And it is time for lunch alongside this creek. Noah is eating tortillas with tortillas. I'm gonna have tortillas with the correct amount of cheese to hike with, which is 2 pounds. Noah does not have 2 pounds of cheese. A tiny little thing of cheese. One of our first good views as we're climbing up back on the Appalachian Trail. Noah joined me for a week and I pushed him to his limits. He was struggling to keep up. Now, with him having lived in Denver, being acclimated to this elevation, and he is much younger than me, I am struggling to keep up as we approach 11,000 feet. Noah thinks we're at Georgia Pass now. We're just at about tree line. Amazing views. Doesn't look like it's gonna rain, but the clouds are a welcome change from the sun. Finally, on the other side of the pass. Woo. 12 miles in. The CDT goes off that direction, but now we get to join it here. Continental Divide Trail, apparently the American Discovery Trail, I don't know that one, and the Colorado Trail, and no motor vehicles. Woo! Also, are you ready?
Yeah.
The CT meets the CDT. Well, we finally made camp after 17 miles. There's my tent that's literally on its last leg. Probably won't stop the rain, but no rain tonight. And then Noah just set up his tent for the first time. And he is not taking after me with hiker hack number 1, which is to pack Subway out. Noah's having a freeze-dried Mountain House Buffalo style mac and cheese. For day 1, we started at Kenosha Pass and hiked 16.3 miles, reaching our high point of Georgia Pass before descending back down into the woods and making camp at the middle fork of the Swan River. Day 2 on the trail. We gotta start at 8:45, hoping to do 20 miles, but we shall see. Never made it above tree line today. You can still get some peeks through the trees of the mountains off in the distance. We're at about 11,000 something feet, and ski resorts just over there. I think it could be Breckenridge. Just look at the beautiful columbines. Lots of wildflowers everywhere. Oh, look at the lupin. Oh, so pretty. And more columbines. It has been quite the day. Sunny all day, barely a breeze, super hot. We've never got above tree line, so we never caught any breeze up there. It's exhausting. Beautiful though. And there's Breckenridge Ski Resort, and the town's probably tucked away around to the left into the valley. We are slowly making our way over there. Despite the beautiful views, my feet were very sore, and as soon as I came to a river, it was time to give them a nice soak. Look at my feet, even though it is freezing. Freezing. We just came from up there. This climb out of Breckenridge has been unrelenting, and we still have nearly 1,000 feet of elevation to gain. It's going to be a rough end of the day. Here's camp for tonight, where Noah has not put anything away, but his tent is up, and I have not put anything away, and my tent is half up. But my macaroni is already heating up. What are you eating? Chicken fried rice. Is it good?
Better than last night.
On day 2, we hiked 19.2 miles, reaching our high point pretty early on in the day, and then slowly descending down into the outskirts of Breckenridge before crossing a river, hiking through a burned over area, and then making camp in the woods. Day 3, we're climbing for 5 miles and then descending back down to Copper Mountain, where hopefully there's a restaurant. Just crossed our first snow patch. Now finally getting up to the big stuff. Oh. Now these were the views we'd been waiting for. We were finally up in the mountains, surrounded by nature as far as you could see. Just stunning. Just so stunning, and decently easy for now, but it's gonna get steep again. But lunch is ahead in town. We're still climbing this bitch. There's Breckenridge down there, but we gotta get over this Copper Mountain. Well, we pretty much did it. Whew. And here's our first view of Copper Mountain, where we're trying to get down to have lunch, but first we gotta traverse our way down. This was our highest point on the trail, I believe, at least so far. Over 12,000 feet, still ready to descend. Well, we got a ride into Copper Mountain, so we skipped 2 miles by a friendly woman. Yeah. We're just looking for a restaurant and a toilet. The hiker hunger is real. They're both for me. I guess so. One for each. Getting ready to leave Copper Mountain. It's quite busy for the summer. There's still some snow for like jumps and stuff. But we gotta start climbing back up. The mountain roller coaster, which we didn't get to participate in. Instead, we just get to walk up this road in the hot sun. Just a little sprinkle, not exposed, so hopefully no lightning issues. Luckily, the rain was brief, and then it was back into the sunshine. Excuse me. We made it to camp. This is my attire to keep me warm. The other side of the mountain is sunny, but here we're in the shade, so it's very cold, even though there's an hour of daylight left. But we're at about 11,000 feet at least, so this is the highest we've camped. So hopefully we'll be good. Day 3 was quite epic as we hiked the ridgeline of the 10-mile range before descending into Copper Mountain for lunch. Then we hiked back into the woods and made camp along some random creek for a total of 16.8 miles.
Starting day 4, Noah is in a lot of pain. He hurt his back of his heel. But we are trying to get up over the next pass. What a beautiful view. We're almost to the top of Surly Pass. And just amazing morning. Very gradual climb, which is quite nice. And there we go, up, up, up. At last, we're at the, whatever this is called. We're at Tharny Pass? I don't know. You definitely scared me, mister. Don't have anything for you, though. I don't have anything for you. You gonna greet Noah now? We're between you. He really wants to eat whatever's there. And here we are. It's not Aruba, it's not Jamaica, but it's just off the Florida Keys. Kokomo Pass. There's a place like Kokomo. That's where we wanna go to get down from the mountains. A beautiful waterfall to dry our clothes off at and have lunch. I have this little wrap with tomato paste while dangling my feet off.
We had been sweating all day, every day, and had not showered since the start of the hike, so despite the frigid temperatures, this waterfall was a welcome reprieve from the heat and a great way to rinse off. Unfortunately, once we were all clean and dried ourselves off, we got back on the trail and proceeded to drench ourselves in sweat once again.
Not sure what these are. Some sort of bunkers. Just waiting on a train to take us to camp. This day won't end.
Day 4 was an epic day of 17.4 miles where we reached a high point of over 12,000 feet before descending down into a valley where we took a dip in the waterfall and then continued on to make camp at Tennessee Pass.
Finally some views. We're almost to tree line. Breeze finally helps keep the mosquitoes away. And here we are, enjoying our lunch. Another wrap for me. Noah ran out of lunch food, so he's having dinner.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Dinner for lunch. Beautiful view. Holy cross. That section was rough. Mosquitoes. Lots of boulders, tedious hiking, mud, horse poop, Noah's poop. Shut up. Day 5 was pretty uneventful, where we hiked 16.5 miles, never getting above tree line except for a bit of a view at lunchtime. It was very buggy, and we eventually made camp just past the Timberline Lake trailhead. It's day 6 on the trail. My blisters are still there, but I just ignore them. This is my last day I'll be with Noah. I just have to go 9 miles, but the bugs are very annoying. But I have a little bit of bug spray left. Noah, are you ready?
I'm ready. Last day for you.
This is probably our last view before we descend. We're not really even above tree line, but I think that's Mount Elbert, a 14er. And I think this one's Mount Massive, another 14er, which the trail connects with us, but we're not doing an extra 7 miles just to get to the top of that. These are my last moments on the trail. Now we just have to find a hitch into Leadville. Once we reach the parking lot, here we are, Mount Massive Wilderness. And there's Noah, surviving or thriving.
Thriving.
He's lying. Day 6 was very buggy but short and sweet, with just 9.3 miles, all below tree line, until we hiked down to the trailhead and parking lot for Mount Massive and hitched into Leadville. And this is our reward after hiking. And Noah with his beard. And here we are in Frisco.
In Leadville.
Leadville. I need to get to Frisco on the bus. So Noah, this is where I'm going to leave you. Do you feel prepared for the rest of the next 2 weeks on the trail?
I feel good. I feel excited. I feel like I don't have to compete with somebody to get ready in the morning now.
Except for today when
well,
you
I won today, so if I had to, I think I'd probably keep winning. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm in a good group. I'm excited for Collegiate West. I'm excited to have a night off the trail, so we'll see. I'll send updates.
Best of luck. 1,000 more miles. From Leadville, I took the bus to Frisco and another bus back to Denver, while Noah took the night off and then continued hiking the Colorado Trail. If you want to learn more about our journey, check out my website, astraylife.com/ct. And for more thru hiking content, check out my videos for the Appalachian Trail, Superior Hiking Trail, or New Zealand's Te Araroa. Thanks for watching.